All right, we're live with another episode of Wesam's World here on Adobe Radio every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's me, your host, Wesam. Thank you, everybody. How's your Thursday going? I hope it's going well. With me in the studio, as always, is our head producer and a longtime fan of the show, Alexandra Gorski.
Huge fan.
Thank you, Alex. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So before we take a quick break here in about 10 minutes or so, I just want to kind of what?
I like how you're like, we're already going to take a break.
We're already taking a break. No. A little recap for today's episode, which I'm really excited to share with everybody. First and foremost, for everybody who's signed the petitions, who's followed, who's reposted about what's been happening in Syria with my family, I really appreciate you all. And we've gotten a lot of headway. Just a little update on that. It's gone to the UN, the United Nations right now, and this smear campaign against the Christians and the Alawites and the Druze, especially in that region, from the current extremist Syrian government, has basically dismantled. We've stopped it because in the beginning, when all these terrible things were happening, they were trying to smear the Druze, the Christians, and the Alawites, these minority groups, that they were the ones causing all the trouble, when in fact it was the new government, this new extremist government, who was literally ISIS and Al-Qaeda doing all these terrible things. So I want to thank everybody for spreading the word and reaching out to me with their support and continuing this. So it's reached the United Nations. There's hopefully going to be some investigations happening, and we've finally started to get some aid into Sueda. It's still a critical situation. The Bedouin, certain Bedouin gangs and tribes around the area, and also members of the current government dressed as Bedouins, are still breaking the ceasefire here and there. But they're doing okay. And when I say okay, it doesn't mean things are fine. No. It's still a very critical situation. So I appreciate you all. Just keep sharing what's going on. And there's even more terrible stories about what's happened in the very beginning of it. And I just don't want this to die down and just another thing in the news that kind of goes away every 3 months or whatnot. So again, thank you everybody who's shared and shown their support either by donating or signing the petitions and or sharing on their social medias. Thank you so much. We're back in the studio now. It's been a few weeks. Not a few weeks, a couple of weeks. Yeah.
No, we just had Jordan on last week.
We had Jordan on last week. Sorry, we pre-recorded some episodes, and so we're back in, and we're going to be a little bit more consistent now. It's going to be week to week, just because I won't be traveling as much. But if things go well this week, I'll be doing the podcast from a different part of the country.
Oh, fingers crossed. We've got,
Yeah, fingers crossed. I really hope that's the case.
Yeah, me too.
So you want that to happen. Trust me. You don't want to. if in September you see me doing it in a new living room, then that's a really good sign that something big is on the horizon and something really exciting. So God willing, fingers crossed, that happens. And I wanted to give a shout out. We're having Rizaldi back on the show next week. If you're not familiar with Rizaldi, he was our guest on the podcast, friend of mine, fellow jiu-jitsu practitioner, and also an amazing artist / painter. And he has his first gallery opening here in Los Angeles next Saturday, the 23rd. And so we're going to give all details about that, but keep that evening open. If you're in LA, come check him out and check out his art. It's absolutely incredible. And I think my portrait he painted will be in there. Excuse me.
Got the hiccups? You so
excited?
I
got really emotional. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
That'll be a lot of fun to watch and support him. And I'm excited to have him back on the show next week. And it was so cool of him just to share so much personal information. Yeah. We're not a clickbaity kind of podcast just to like we're not like a Barbara Walters kind of thing where we want people to cry on our show and delve their deepest secrets.
Right.
But he was really kind enough to and comfortable enough to share some really amazing things and dark periods of his time. So that was really cool of him to do.
Yeah, it was really hopeful too, because I would never have known he had that kind of past, and I think that's something people who are struggling might not realize. Like, that is something they can look towards, you know?
Absolutely.
Even though it might seem so far.
Yeah. Well, that's also one of the things I want to talk about today, just because I'm kind of going through it myself. the overwhelming aspect of life in general and how to approach just the day-to-day, especially when you have a lot of things going on. And so I just want to hit upon that before we go into our break, and then I'd like to jump right into current events right after the break. So a lot of us, and including myself, you go through these periods of time as an actor, especially where it's feast or famine.
Mm-hmm.
You got money coming in, you don't have money coming in. You've got work all month long. You have months and months with no work. And that's the nature of the business. And sometimes it all hits at once. And I'm just going to pick some random things, and totally not stuff that's happening to me right now at all. But sometimes you have you have no work, like no big acting jobs currently. And then you have family life expenses. And, like big family stuff happening, expenses to like give people money or spend money on.
Mm-hmm.
And plane tickets are not cheap.
No.
And during times of quote unquote celebrations, mini celebrations, you want to spend some money so that you enjoy the time because it's a special moment. And you don't want to be so frugal at those moments, right? I don't know how much more you want me to talk into this mic.
It's because you're turning your head to the side.
Really? Like this?
Me.
It's
Mm-hmm.
bad? This bad?
It's directional.
Wow, it's directional. Oh, well, okay. Well, attitude with that one. You know what I should do? Before I continue on, check.
Put your headphones on.
There we go. That's better.
And then you'll know.
And then I'll know when it's not directional. So you've got that stuff going on with the family. And then you have, the... not the devil himself, IRS, right? Not the devil himself, IRS, asking you to pay, estimated income taxes, as well as previous year taxes, as well as a really stupid rule, by the way, by what's going on whenever you have. So if you didn't qualify for insurance and you signed up for I think it's like the Obamacare thing,
Mm-hmm.
or like the Medicaid, I think it's called Medicaid or Meta Health or something like that.
So there's Covered California.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you're talking about.
Covered California. And then if you do get it and you start making money,
Yeah.
you owe
back.
You owe back what you had.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the basic premises. I know it sounds a little confusing, but let's say you're poor and you don't have money for the first 6 months. Let's just say that. And you're like, please help me, Covered California. They're like, awesome. Yeah, we'll help you. Cool. All good, man. We got your health care. Don't worry about it. You have a flu, go to urgent care. We'll take care of most of it. Okay, thank you so much, Covered California. And then after July, let's say, oh, thank God I got a job. I can make money now. Awesome. Covered California comes back like the mob and goes, oh, we hear you're making money this year. Well, guess what? You owe us $2,000. What? No, but when I asked for help, I didn't have the money. Doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah.
So that's also something that I might be dealing with, which is very annoying. Cool. Thank you.
Right.
And then also the estimated taxes of this year, which as like an S Corp or an LLC, you have to pay estimated taxes or else you owe interest.
Yep.
So that's really cool. And also, like, on the brighter side of things, like, I'm waiting on, like, whenever you do an investment, like a big investment into, like, a coffee shop or something else, you don't get that money back right away as soon as it opens. Like, it takes a little bit of time, and it depends on the situation. So, yeah, that's what's happening financially. Also, like, the not working aspect, and you sometimes feel overwhelmed.
Yeah. For sure.
You feel, how am I going to get through this? Is this what life is going to be like forever? And I'm with you if you're feeling like that. I think what needs to happen is this. The beginning of the day, this is what I like to do. Are we good on time too? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
We'll take a break and we could take it now so we don't interrupt your thought.
Well, you know what? Now we left people on a cliffhanger and I apologize. But guess what? We're gonna be right back after these sponsors and messages. And we're back. Thank you for waiting for this wonderful life advice I'm about to impart on you.
Right.
So, here's what I suggest. This is what I like to do, and I hope it works for you. I like to wake up in the morning, first thing, and think positive thoughts. I like to say a little prayer to God. And if you don't like to do the religious aspect of things, that's fine. Or spiritual aspects, that's your prerogative. But I think it's important to think positive thoughts, because I think that also brings in positivity and seeing things a little bit more clearly. Not unrealistic positive thoughts, like wake up and go, I am winning the lottery today. That's not happening, okay?
Oh, shit. Could you have told me that sooner?
So think those positive thoughts. Go, you know what? I'm going to take today step by step. And I promise you, it's the simplest things that build up momentum. Make your bed. I know that's a cheesy thing. Make your bed. Then clean your work area, clean your kitchen. Have a nice clean space where you have no clutter and you can think of things in a nice, clear, organized mindset. And what's cool is this. Once you clean everything, you feel good.
Yeah.
And if you don't have energy, go get a coffee. If you don't like coffee, just chug it. Is Magic Mind still a sponsor?
Yeah. We're still,
Get some Magic Mind, okay?
Yeah.
Use our promo code on there.
I don't think our promo code is active right now.
Get it, then you can't use it. Get some caffeine in you, okay? And start attacking what you need to do next step by step.
Yeah.
So there's a great piece of advice I heard. It's called one evolution at a time. Don't think about like 20 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead all at once. You're going to be overwhelmed. What do you need to do right away? And I feel like when you just focus on the step-by-step aspect of what you need to do, it's so doable. So by the end of the day, you can look back and go, you know what? I've done all I can today. And I feel good that I accomplished all this. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to hit the new day tomorrow, step by step by step. So, and try it. Try it at least. Don't be like, it's not for, no, try it.
Yeah.
I think it's better than what? You having a dirty room and then you feeling anxious all day.
Yeah.
That's the other alternative.
I mean, there's also books about it from psychiatrists. Like, you are what you tell yourself. That's psychologically true.
Yeah.
So whether it's, a prayer or whatnot, you are what you say to yourself. So you have to think positive and be nice to yourself and be kind. And then those things start to fall through.
Yeah.
And it's work. It's hard work. But I think that's where that saying, like you were saying, the forest through the trees kind of a thing. If you just see the forest, you'll never see the trees. And that becomes overwhelming. So you've got to see everything.
I like that.
And make your way through.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
And then
I created that.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On another note, though, I think it's also important to find purpose.
Yeah.
And that's not easy for a lot of people. Figure out what you want to do with your life, how you want to be of service to the community, to the world. And it starts just by step actions, honestly.
Yeah.
And this is not just something that's unproven. You know who used to do this? Steve Jobs. He used to look at the things he needed to do throughout the day, and it was a step-by-step thing, but he also focused on the most critical thing he had to accomplish that day. What's the most critical thing you have to accomplish that day?
Right.
For instance, if you have, and I'm taking this example, if you have to make money for rent, okay? And let's say your job doesn't pay enough. Okay. We live in a day and age now where finding ways to make money in a ethical way is at your fingertips. One way to do that, if you are totally lost, literally go into ChatGPT and go, this is my situation. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
And if the suggestions it brings up don't work for you, you go, these aren't working for me. Can you suggest more?
Try again.
And you know what happens? It keeps going.
Yeah.
And it keeps going.
Yeah.
And it keeps going.
It's the most powerful search engine is what it is.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
And that can help you out tremendously.
Yeah. But don't ask it for mental health advice deeply. They've actually been saying it's not safe. It can give you some great advice, but it also does have a bad feedback loop based off of what you're asking and what you want it to say. So
nice warning.
With a grain of salt, it's not your psychiatrist. But it does, give you the feedback of all the psychiatrist stuff out there. So, it doesn't replace a real smart human.
Right.
It will help you.
That's great. Yeah. That's a nice little warning. So listen, it's possible, it's doable, and it just takes a little bit of effort on your end.
Yeah.
And listen, you're not alone.
Mm-mm.
And if you want to share your journey with us, we're here to support you. And if you've had some successes in your journey, that's awesome. We applaud you. And if you've had some brick walls you've run into, or little desert spots, little swamps where you feel like you can't get through, that's okay.
Yeah.
You just keep moving. Just keep going. You'll get through it. There's ups and downs in life. Don't expect it to be just a nice, smooth sailing throughout the entire process. Yeah. And I've got to say this. As much as I hate the hardest parts of my life, and trust me, I've hated every single one of them, like the really traumatic stuff. They've made me into the better version of myself because I've chosen to not let that A, define me, and B, bring me down, and then, okay, this is where I'm at for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So there's a silver lining to every hardship that you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope and I pray that whoever's listening to this, you're able to break through that and become the better version of yourself. Yeah. I'm inspirational, baby!
I do want to say, you're so funny. He's on a roll.
Sorry.
No, that's
Sometimes
okay.
I feel like I really am a crazy person because I can entertain myself like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe I am a crazy. I don't know. What were you going to say?
Now it feels like such a harsh transition in a way. I was going to say, after my mom passed, July 5th, it was one of those things where you realize you are not alone. There were people who showed up in ways that I'm like, wow, you? So I feel like sometimes back to you saying, if you feel alone and all that, there are people beside you. There are people with you who you do not expect to be there with you. So, just reach out to people. Some people will say no because they're in their own world or they can't, put themselves out there that way. But you will be surprised. There are people who are out there willing to extend a hand, friendship, kindness, words.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to echo that. It's been really eye-opening. And surprising the people who have reached out, supported, offered help, and also the people who haven't. And to just focus on briefly the people who haven't, who I thought were like friends. It's not like I'm like, I'm never gonna, like, it's not like I just go, okay, I'm glad now I know.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
God bless whatever you're going through. But it made me really appreciate the people who, like, it made me, again, like you said, feel not alone and be like, okay, this is my circle.
Yeah.
And I'm totally cool with that. And I get it. Some people are uncomfortable. They maybe think, like, oh, they probably don't want to talk to anybody or whatever. And that's fine. But let me say this. It's never taken the wrong way if you see somebody going through a really hard time, be like, hey, I know you're going through this. If you want to talk, I'm here. If you don't, that's totally fine. But I'm just so you know, I'm here to support. And any positive words go a long, 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 long way.
They do. Yeah.
Okay. So this, I'm trying not to like freak out this week, honestly. Like, and listen, this podcast is a really behind the scenes look on my life, and I'm really close to a really big job, and that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not gonna talk about the job, obviously, because it's foolish because it hasn't happened,
right.
And it's so close. And I've been at this moment before in the past, and I think now it's just amplified with a lot of life stuff going on, and also financially, it's like, just a tight time. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I keep thinking about it, and I shouldn't, but guess what?
That's where you're at.
That's where I'm at. And I feel this is my safe space to share this with you all. But any positive wishes would go a long way.
Yeah.
And But I'm excited to delve into the current events because I haven't done this a while with you.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Tell us the current events in the entertainment industry.
Well, excuse me. Wow. AMC says less ads, more movie. And it's about time. They are going to try and shorten the amount of ads that air before a movie does. So you don't have an extra 20, 30 minutes of previews and ads.
I like that.
The movie's just going to get to the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea on their end to get people in the seats.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Save people 20 to 30 minutes of their time before a movie.
Yes. And do you think it's going to work?
I mean, I think people will enjoy that it's shortened. Will it bring more people to the movies? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it is better, you know, to know that, okay, if I want to see the movie and I only have a short amount of time, you know, I don't want to, you know, spend that extra 30 minutes on top of how long movies have gotten.
They should just have the scrolling banner right underneath the movie, and then on top, and just like it looks like a CNN thing. They're just gonna be going like for ads and stuff, or like maybe plot points, like for the people who are asking questions, like, oh, by the way, this person.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how amazingly annoying that would be.
Right. Or they could have like little iPads to each chair that's like, you know, like directional.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of the funniest prank to play against the biggest directors in the industry.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This would be hilarious if you could film this.
Okay.
Oh, remind me, we have to talk about the thing that made me feel like a psycho at the Tesla charging station. And my friend
yes.
And my friend Joey, the story of him and me and Victor going to San Diego.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I just totally forgot about that. This episode just got a lot more exciting.
Well, do you want to just tell us the Tesla
prank.
one now?
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell
prank.
the prank.
The
prank first. So the prank is this. Yeah, let's say it's like, who's a really big director? I don't know, Spielberg, somebody like more current.
Quentin Tarantino?
Yes. Yes. That is the perfect person for this prank. Here's the prank idea. You set up a meeting with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm acting like I'm one of the new execs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really excited. I'll be like, Quentin, we're really excited for you to, for this movie, your final movie. And we've got a great idea for how we're going to air it in all the theaters. I think you're going to be blown away by this. And he's going to be like, yeah, what is it? That's a terrible Quentin Tarantino impression, by the way. He's going to be like, yeah, what is it? What's it? And I'll be like, okay, so what we're going to do is this. Whenever the movie is playing, we're going to have scrolling banners above and below and on the sides, right? We're going to have scrolling banners above and below the actual screen, and it's just going to be talking about like little like cool trivia about the film and the scene of each scene.
Like a DVD.
Yeah, like a DVD kind of thing. And if enough people raise their hand during certain parts, it pauses it and it does a whole like behind the scenes for that specific scene. What do you think about that? I want to watch his head explode. Do you know how awesome that would be?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He would lose it.
Speaking of, he was one of my other.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
So he was in an interview and he said, movies right now, we're in one of the worst eras in Hollywood history. He said, compared to today's movie landscape to what he sees as the past low points like the 50s and the 80s, criticizing lack of risk-taking originality in studio films. He does praise some isolated exceptions, but believes the overall climate is creatively stagnant.
Yeah. You know, that's a pretty strong position to be in. And I'm very lucky I got to read a lot of scripts. I'll be honest with you, only the past 6 months have I really felt like, oh, this is really fun. This there's been the majority of the auditions where I'm like really stoked for.
Yeah.
So I feel him. I feel him on that. I think it's getting better, but we'll see. I think people are honestly, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 years. But this is kind of like the evolution of just entertainment in general. So the UFC, you know how it's always been pay-per-view where you have to pay for it. This is huge. They just made a deal with CBS and Paramount Plus. It's going to be on...
streaming.
Not streaming. On CBS. Like,
wow.
you don't have to pay for it.
Whoa.
You can just watch it. And that is going to bring in so many more viewers.
Right.
This is completely game changing. For those of you who are not familiar with the UFC too much, UFC started as like underground VHS, like you know what I mean? Like, it's like cage fighting. Like, it was barbaric. People were like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
And now look where it's evolved into.
Wow.
I think it's like a $7 billion deal or something like that. Something insane.
That's crazy.
But now no more illegally streaming it. Not that I've ever done that. So that'll be fun. I've paid for a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be on mainstream. Nobody has to illegally stream it anymore.
Tell us about your Tesla story.
Okay. I think people need... This is the problem. I don't know what this guy's deal was, and I'm being very generous here because I'm offering a wide range of things. I saw this dude pull into a parking space for his, by the way, for his Tesla, and he pulled into one where if you don't own a Tesla, if the charging cable is around, like it's not plugged into the actual charging station, if it's like wrapped around it, that means it's out of service. That's the universal sign of it. So if you're new to owning a car, which you look pretty new, you don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So he parked in. He was about to like charge, and I just like I'm gonna do him a solid today. I'm gonna save him time, and I'm gonna enlighten him with some Tesla community knowledge.
Nice of you.
I open my car door, and I'm friendly, just so you know. I'm smiling. I go, "Hey, brother." When it's wrapped around like that, that means it's not charging. So yeah, that's what he's. And then he just goes, "Oh," and that's all he does. He goes, "Oh," goes back in his car. No, thank you. No, thanks for the heads up. And the blood pressure started rising. I started feeling that little simmer,
mm-hmm.
that boil.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what took me over the edge. He's tried backing out multiple times, and he created, excuse my language, a clusterfuck because somebody else was trying to get out. He was trying to, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm trying so hard not to be negative and say things in my mind like, this is the problem with society. He should be in jail for 30 days. I'm trying so hard to be a decent human being.
Yeah.
And finally, a spot opened up. He missed it. I don't know if he got embarrassed and he just drove away. And I'm like, all right, the kid, he looks a little young. Maybe he's socially awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe whatever. But as I'm leaving, I see him. He's back in line. And I'm like, okay.
Didn't take the spot of the person who was leaving.
Or my spot.
As you were leaving.
I see him. I go, you know what? I'm going to wave to him. Be like,
one last
effort. And he does this. For those of you, I'll do it first for the YouTube people, and then I'll explain to you on Adobe Radio listeners what I'm doing. I do this. Or, excuse me. I wave, and he does this. What did I do just now?
You kind of just lifted the corners of your mouth. Yeah, just a little.
You don't know.
Did he make eye contact or did he look away?
Oh, he made eye contact.
Okay.
So you don't know how bad I wanted to stop the car, not turn around or reverse. I wanted to stop my car, park it right where it was at, and walk to him and be like, "What's your problem?" See how crazy I sound now?
You do sound crazy.
Do you see how crazy I sound? But guess what? I'm not in the wrong here.
From we see him on his best behavior ever to the ringing in his ear. I can just imagine that sound, it's like in a movie where that ringing just starts and it slowly gets more piercingly loud just to feel the pressure of the emotions that are going on.
Honestly, what if I was like, "Hey, why didn't you say thank you to me the first time?" And then he's be like, what? And I'd be like, and then why didn't you wave back? Now Adobe, fix this microphone, please.
little squares fall off.
No, why do I sound like the crazy person when I've been trying to be nice the whole time? Now, William, my brother, he's in my ear right now, and of course, he literally just popped up, and he goes, now he's playing devil's advocate and going, well, are you doing something nice because you're expecting something nice in return? That's what William's asking right now. And then I go, yeah, actually. You know what that nice thing I'm expecting in return? Just common courtesy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Literally, that's all he had to do. Now, I didn't park my car where it was and walk to him and be like, hey, why'd you do that? But in the back of my mind, I went, you know what? Maybe he's just socially awkward.
Right.
And he's embarrassed because of the backing out, everything. And I corrected him. Maybe he's not used to being corrected. And I tried to do it in a friendly way.
Right.
And I think that's one of the main problems in this world, where you're met with a stranger and maybe you're uncomfortable with social interaction and they correct you in something, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know how to react to it. I'll tell you what happened to me, and I'll tell you how I reacted. Okay? By the way, I went to Oklahoma back recently for family stuff. Oh my gosh. Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Shout out to Quick Trip. I haven't been there in years. You all have done an exquisite job with the interior layout and products you offer at Quick Trip right now.
What's Quick Trip?
It's like a gas station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is a gas station. It's not like a gas station. It is a gas station, Sam.
Is it like that one that's in Texas with like the little chickmunk guy?
Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's? Is that what it is?
Similar.
Okay.
Similar. Went in there. Amazing layout, everything. So this is the story in Quick Trip. It's morning time. I'd like an unsweetened iced tea. I'm trying to find the lid for the cup. Older gentleman goes, I don't think those fit. I think these are the ones for it. And I go, oh. And then what I thought I felt it snap. I go, oh, actually this fit. And then he looked at me and he smiled. He's like, oh, he smiled, whatever. I go, and then as I was about to take it up, I realized, oh, it doesn't fit. And I'm like, oh, you know what I did? I go, hey man, you were actually right. For some reason, I thought this fit and I thought it snapped on, but thank you for the heads up. I appreciate that. Right. Let me grab this one. And he's just smiling. He's like, yeah, of course, no problem.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I acknowledged what had happened. I thanked him. Oops, I'm the goober. Thanks for being thanks for being a nice guy, telling me and helping me out. I appreciate that. And we both went along our ways. I didn't raise his blood pressure. He didn't raise mine.
That's great.
That's life.
That's life.
Life is about not raising other people's blood pressure. And I think the more you adopt that, the more life gets better.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I said, by the way, somebody who's just tuning into the show is like, this person is insane.
He's insane.
He's so insane. So, that's what happened to me at Quick Trip. Okay. I got to tell the Joey O'Brien story.
Please, because we're going to have maybe a technical issue with video.
No.
Yeah, it's blinking at me. I don't know why.
Which one?
Which one? All of them.
Okay. Do we need to take a break?
No, we're good. No, we're good right now.
All right.
Continue on.
So my senior year of college, I went on a road trip to LA to check it out again and to meet with my agent, hopefully, and just to see the area before I moved out here. Went with my friend Joey and my friend Victor. We took a road trip. We drove nonstop to LA.
To LA from
Tulsa.
Wow.
We took 3-hour driving shifts. And
how long is that drive? Sorry.
22 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Drove nonstop. We get to LA, check into the hotel, and immediately, my friend Rick goes, hey, my cousin is in San Diego, and they want to hang out and stuff. And I go, we're college. We're like, yeah, let's do it. We might as well. So we were laughing, like we just got here and we're already going to San Diego now. Drive to San Diego through LA traffic, by the way, which is different. And we get there. They were some of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life. First and foremost, it was his cousin who's a female, and she was married to this guy, and they had 2 kids. And they were very nice to us. Let me just say that. But, I mean, I don't care. It's nothing bad I'm saying about them. They were very generous, and they were hosts. But they were party animals.
Oh,
wow.
Parents. Okay.
Like, party animals.
Okay.
So, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say all this stuff, though. Now I'm, like, really worried.
I mean, I can bleep the names from earlier.
No, it's not about the names.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say any names.
Okay.
Except one, because it's really important. And you'll know why in a second. You'll know why it's important. So, we get there. They're talking about how we can party. We're going to go to, like, all this stuff. And I'm like, we don't want to do drugs.
Yeah.
I'm not doing drugs. I didn't do drugs. We'll drink and have a drink, but I'm not doing drugs.
Okay.
I think this was and
sorry, you said they had kids?
Yeah, 2 kids.
Did they bring their kids?
No.
Okay.
No. They didn't bring their. I'll explain all that in a little bit. So we show up at their house, and they're talking about what we want to do and everything. And the husband, I thought that, like, when I describe him to you, he's gonna sound like somebody wrote him. I meet him, nice, normal dude, and he's like, "This is my son, Kobe," and I'm like, "Oh, Kobe, like Kobe Bryant." He goes, "Yeah, I love Kobe Bryant," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. All right." This is back in 2009.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Cool, man. Like, all right, name your son Kobe or whatever." And he's like, "Let me show you something." His whole office was a shrine to Kobe Bryant.
Oh my gosh.
Pictures, wall painted, everything Lakers.
Wow.
Everything Lakers. And I was like, okay, you love Kobe Bryant. He talked to him like he wished Kobe Bryant was his real dad.
Wow.
That's how much love he had for Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
So, we're about to go to, we decided to go to a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, I accidentally step in dog shit in their front yard.
Okay.
And we're about to we're like getting into the car. I'm like, man, who farted? Victor, you fart? Like, no. I'm like, that smells like dog shit. I look at my shoes. It's dog shit. And I'm like, crap. So I'm scraping dog shit off the side of my shoe on the corner of their, like, curb of their driveway. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this poor kid Kobe comes along. And I felt so bad for their kids. He has a hose, and I'm like washing off my shoe, spraying bleach on it. I mean, it's just the whole fucking thing. And then I look at him as we're driving away. He looks so sad because he's at home with his sister, and he's just spraying the dog shit off the curb of the sidewalk while we're going off to party with his parents.
How old is he?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
I don't want to, like, get the parents in
fine.
trouble for. I mean, it's 2009, so I think it's fine. And I'm just like, shit. I feel so bad. It looks so depressing driving away.
Oh.
We get kicked out of the strip club because of something like. Victor's cousin. She was his cousin. Was dancing. It was. I don't want to talk bad. This is crazy that I'm saying all this on the show. Let's just say we get kicked out because things got a little too rowdy. I didn't do anything, but the cousin maybe got a little too rowdy. And anyway, it was one of those nights where Victor drank too much, and I looked at Joey. I'm like, "You couldn't pay me to spend the night here."
Did you drive back up?
It's 11. It's like past 11. It's like noon.
Noon? Did you say noon?
Noon. It's midnight or something.
Okay.
And I tell Victor is adamant at this point. Okay, sorry, I know I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying not to defame anybody, or I guess I don't know what the word is, or like make anybody uncomfortable. So we had a good time. They had a good time. It's midnight. I'm partied out. I'm exhausted. We drove, mind you. We still haven't slept properly
from your first drive over.
Right.
Yeah.
I look at Joey, I'm like, you couldn't pay me to spend the night here. Victor wanted to spend the night there because in the morning, he wanted to sleep outside on a couch in the line for Amazing Race.
What?
And I told Victor, I'm like, Victor, they're not going to pick you, first of all. Second, I'm not staying here.
Right.
So they can drop you off.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you.
Did he stay?
He stayed while me and Joey took his car back to L.A. He was hammered. Victor was hammered. I have this video on my Facebook in the car where he's trying to like still talk to us and tell us, hey, I can get you to L.A. or I can get us on Amazing Race. I remember I'm falling asleep on the drive over. I'm begging Joey to keep me awake, and he's falling asleep too.
Oh my gosh.
We're driving from San Diego to L.A. No GPS, mind you, in the middle of the night, and I'm going off of like where I kind of remember each one of the roads and the highways. Finally, I remember Pasadena exit. Oh, this is it, Pasadena.
You guys were staying in Pasadena?
We stayed in Pasadena.
Oh my God, that's even worse.
That is a lot worse. And so finally I remember the exits. It's all just from memory. We get to that hotel room. I will never forget the feeling of me putting my head on the pillow, putting my hands underneath the pillow, and crashing.
Wow.
Next morning we get a call from Victor, and he's like, hey man, I'm like, you make Amazing Race? He's like, no. They said to me, after they said it was the shortest interview they had. They said, you drove, well, you were the, what is it? Well, congratulations. You drove here the longest for the shortest interview. Thanks. We'll be back after these messages with more. And so we talked his cousin into meeting us halfway in the OC because we're like, we're not driving all the way back to San Diego to pick your ass up, dude.
Right.
So we picked him up in San Diego. He looked
in
haggard.
San Diego? You mean
no?
OC?
Sorry, OC.
Yeah.
He looked haggard. His cousin was pissed. I'm like, I don't give a shit if she's pissed. Dude, no.
Oh my God.
I'm not driving back to San Diego for you.
No.
And it was in the middle of rush hour.
Oh my goodness.
So that was the stuff I can say on air about my. That was our first day.
I was gonna say a lot of that was redacted, so
it wasn't that bad, but I mean, I felt. Oh! The best part. The best part. I almost forgot.
Okay.
We pranked her husband, the Kobe loving husband.
Yes.
So this is what happened. I planted a seed in his mind when we were there.
Okay.
I told him I have connections with the Lakers. So I called him up like a couple days later and be like, hey, I'm with the Lakers, and we heard you're a big Kobe Bryant fan. We'd like to invite you out. We'd love to have you do a tour of the stadium and the headquarters, and we'd love for you to meet Kobe Bryant if that's something you'd be interested in. He was ecstatic. I mean, so happy, this guy. And then, you know how we broke the news to him? We didn't do it over the phone. We told Victor to tell his cousin that it was all a joke.
Oh my gosh.
We were like, this dude is going to kill me. And we were scared because, listen, this dude, I'm not saying he was sketch, but he seemed a very different type of lifestyle. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we were laughing nervously, and Joey was like, he's going to kill you. He's going to find you and kill you.
Oh my God.
And by the way, it wouldn't be that surprising if he did do that. And then we asked his cousin what was his reaction. And she was like, I don't think it was cool, guys. He's been really depressed. We're like, oh. Like he was really down and everything. And we're like, oh, oh my God. That's even worse than him wanting to kill me.
Right.
So, yeah, he was very sad about it. And we felt bad for a few days.
Yeah.
Not a few days. We felt bad for the time. And we were like, all right, whatever. But he was obsessed with Kobe Bryant. And then we thought about it after, like when Kobe Bryant passed. it popped in my head with joy. I'm like, imagine when Kobe Bryant passed, how he was devastated.
I'm sure he was.
Devastated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so that's my that's the parts of the story I can tell. I don't know if we ever have a Patreon or something. Maybe I'll do like an unedited version of the story and stuff.
It'll still probably get out there.
It probably will. I'll probably have Joey. I need to have Joey on the show with Victor so we can recount some of the stuff that maybe I'm forgetting. Because Joey brought it up to me randomly, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. There's so many things I did that I can't believe I survived.
Do you have a strong recollection? Recollection, there it is. Of a lot of things from your childhood? I saw online people were trying to say, I don't remember a lot, and that's normal. And then people being like, that's not normal to not remember a lot of your childhood. That's trauma, or like, you know. Do you remember a lot from your childhood?
It depends on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have certain things that trigger a memory, and I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then also, this has been proven a lot for, I don't know the percentage, but a good percentage of people, whenever you've lived a lot of life, you can't precisely remember the memory. So you fill in the blanks, and that's why some stories get exaggerated or whatever, or like you forget the details.
Yeah.
But certain things I remember very clearly. Certain things I'm like, oh, I might be exaggerating that bit, or that might be completely different from how I remember it.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like abnormal either way.
Same. People were having as the internet has gotten this way, so debated and heated about whether it was normal to remember or not.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It makes me kind of wish I had been a journaler, not in like details. I never liked to like Dear Diary kind of a person, but if I could have just written down events and key points to help remember, because a lot of things I remember, but I don't remember when.
Yeah.
Dates and times, ages kind of dwindled.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was a fun episode.
Yeah. Should I do a couple more?
Oh, we got time?
Yeah, we've got time.
Please.
Okay. We've got time for maybe one or two more.
Yeah, please.
This one kind of just makes me chuckle a little bit. Apple, as in Apple, is taking a cinema chain to court. They filed a suit against a Massachusetts-based Apple Cinemas, alleging that the name causes consumer confusion and infringes on its famous trademark. The theater chain is reportedly expanding nationally, which is why Apple argues the increase in potential damage to its brand identity.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with Apple on this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Even if it's existed before?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is a cinema, like they want to...
They want to expand, yeah, but they've already been known as Apple Cinema.
Yeah, I'm kind of with the $1 trillion company on this one, as much as I maybe hate to admit it. But coming from Apple's perspective, whenever I think of Apple, I don't even think of a real apple. I think of computer apples.
Yeah.
So I would never, by the way, the majority of people in the world, I think one of the last things they would think of are like cinemas when they think of Apple.
I guess that's why to me, I'm like, it doesn't feel like it's necessary, because if I were to go and drive by like this place in Massachusetts and be like, Apple Cinema, yeah, that's not related to Apple. Like I wouldn't have made that connection.
I'll tell you what, I think they actually do have a legal case. If they had the name before Apple, Apple can be like, hey, can we buy out the name and you choose a different name? Can we somehow, you know what I mean? That would seem more fair. I think how Apple's doing it is totally unfair.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hey, listen, you want to expand, that's all good, but I think we have the name Apple. I get it, you had it beforehand. So how can we buy out the name?
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like
that I don't think that's unacceptable from Apple when I know how much they put towards TV shows and the millions and millions of dollars they spend on streaming. So it's like, I think you can afford to buy out a landmark or a cinemas that have previously owned the name Apple, and they should change their name to something else.
Right.
Okay, what's going on?
Sorry, I think we might have lost the camera, but it should have kept going. I don't know why. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go this way. So if you are on YouTube, the reason we switch to an iPhone this is why. Because I want to finish talking about this.
Okay.
With this last one. Ice Cube's War of the World debut with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I cannot wait to watch this film. I cannot wait to watch Ice Cube's new film. I literally want to light candles, have popcorn in my living room, and watch this frame by frame. The clips I have seen are absolutely perfect.
That's fabulous.
I cannot wait. Literally, it sounds like he's just reading the script for the first time on certain parts. And I hate to admit that. And guess what? If he was here, I would tell him, hey, man, that's what it sounds like.
Right.
Maybe you have too many yes men around you, but I'm being respectful and saying it sounds like it's the first time you've ever read that script that made it into the final cut. That's what I would say to him. Not to say he hasn't accomplished amazing things in the past, but hey, you got to call people out when it's not like good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're delusional, right?
Yeah. I think, I'm not sure. Is he at a computer screen the whole time as well? Like, there's no physical movement, correct?
I don't know.
I think the only clips I've seen have been that.
Hey, it might be a paycheck too.
Yeah, that's true. But 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ouch.
Also, do you need the paycheck though? Now that I'm thinking about your Ice Cube.
Your Ice Cube, yeah.
Do you want to do? Maybe he thought it was going to be something bigger than it was, like a remake of War of the Worlds. I don't know. These are questions I would love to ask him.
Yeah. Get him on the show and so you can ask.
That's what I miss because I'm trying not to be, like when I say this about him. By the way, when I say this and I would say this to a person's face, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or to be triggering or to get a clickbait or anything like that. But I'm like, why'd you do it? Like I want to know why because that's what the majority of people are wondering. And I don't know. I just don't want there to be like bullshit. Like, no, it's probably like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just a real person.
You're just a real person.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, hey, Alex, always good to see you.
Yeah, of course. Because I never see you.
Never see you. Only on the show. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.